Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. So to clarify, a lot of people are probably thinking, what's the meaning of this video? I think this, let me explain. So this is a very unique video being released because we're going to be actually talking about election results based on country. So basically, Bolivia is one of most Latin American countries that allows their citizens to vote abroad, meaning that Bolivians around the world get to participate in the democratic process of voting for the next president. Now, I know on this conservative channel, this concept's very unpopular. Let's for real. If you're not going to live in the United States of America, you don't get to vote in our election. We don't care if you're an American citizen living in Italy. No, you participate in Italy's election because Italy's policies affect you. You don't get to participate in our election where the stakes don't affect you because you are not living in America. But of course, Bolivia, being a progressive country, believes in the right to vote abroad. And like Latin American countries in general, they also believe in that also. And we just got some results, and I try to really look at these results in general. And I was very disappointed to learn that, I missed it, because this was in August 20th release. This was a month and 6 days late, and I was going to review the results, but I'm going to make an exception, because we have a general election coming out less than a month, and this is I decided to release the video as a halfway mark, more than halfway mark, till the general election, and kind of update us about where the race starts right now. Well, you guys are probably thinking, why is this race so important? For those who are unaware, Bolivia has been a socialist country since 2009. This election is probably an eyes-open election. You got to keep your eyes on this election because this affects foreign policy, especially in the United States. Bolivia has been a hostile country to the United States since 2009, and if we get the right guy, it seems both people are good. But I'm looking at Jorge Quiroga mainly because Quiroga seems to be the guy that is interested in advancing relations with President Trump, similar to Javier Milei's Argentina. So I'm looking and hoping that he becomes the next president. Looking at the opinion polls for the second round, Quiroga is winning. I'm not going to do a flashback, but I told you all, populism. It doesn't matter if Quiroga is the most far-right candidate in this race. He's a populist. Bolivia is a populist country. Populists are going to vote for populists, similar to how a lot of these Trump voters in New York City are voting for Zoran Mandami this year for mayor. Populism, right? It's populism. It's anti-establishment, anti-deep state. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. It's populist versus deep state. And Paz is representing the deep state candidate. So, obviously, this is for the second round. And you're seeing in this poll that, Quiroga is going to defeat Paz by like a bit. And I'm assuming, this is, of course, the first round here because all the candidates were eliminated. But we don't have there. Yeah, but I'm taking a shot and I'm saying, Quiroga is going to probably win this race because we're looking at the history of Bolivia through Luis Arce, or whatever you want to say, Luis Arce, and how he ruled under the socialist movement for socialism party, which was basically created by Evo Morales, who's like the Hugo Chavez of Bolivia. He's under fire. He's threatening a coup if a right-wing candidate, specifically Quiroga, is going to come to power. That's a concern because obviously, it doesn't really involve us. Not really. Morales has proved to be not really following through. Like, he's not much of a threat as Venezuela, and Bolivia is just a angry little child sitting in a corner on a stool. This is just what they are. Venezuela is much of a threat than Bolivia. So if Morales threatens and takes over again, it's not the end of the world. Bolivia doesn't have nukes, but it would be a disappointment, mainly because we were hoping to advance relations with this country that we've had been strained with since 2009. So, yes, I am 100% on the Quiroga train, mostly because he is the right guy to advance our relations. But we're specifically doing this video on the at-large, the overseas vote, and you're going to see a pretty interesting result. Judging by the results, it says that Paz Pereira ended up winning the said exterior results, okay? Or Paz. Mr. Paz has ended up, Rodrigo Paz Pereira, or Paz, has ended up winning the said exterior results. How? Well, I guess you got more people voting in Chile, Argentina, and Brazil. Those are really the only countries that ended up winning. But if we can actually put into context how many countries he ended up winning. So let's go ahead. This is pretty much Paz. I think that's his name. Paz. Let's see here. Municipality, yes. I don't know. Is this your actual name? Paz Pereira. Or yeah, Paz. That's his name. His main name is Paz. And he was actually born in Spain. Fascist Spain, specifically. And he's Spanish, technically. Well, after you lose this race, you're going to Spain, okay? And I understand why he's here, because Spain is a out-of-control country right now. Not gonna lie. But you also have Quiroga, who, let's see here. Quiroga is native Bolivian. Good. But yeah, that's the other thing. Quiroga has the advantage of being a native Bolivian, not Paz. Paz is born in Spain. Was born in Spain. So that's going to be quite a controversy. But Quiroga has won the United States. Bolivians in the United States have voted for Quiroga, who is labeled the far-right populist in this said race. Bolivians in Mexico have also voted for Quiroga. In Costa Rica, Quiroga wins. Now, you would think, like, oh, yeah, look at all these votes. It's not how many countries you pick up. It's about really the difference you make in the race. So, yeah, it's really like, okay, maybe it makes sense, because in South America, countries near Bolivia, there are going to be more Bolivians in Brazil. There are going to be more Bolivians in Argentina, and in Chile, and in Paraguay, and in Peru. It's just how it goes. So there are going to be more Bolivians, but less in Europe, less in the United States. That's just how it goes. And less in Japan for sure. Like, maybe you're getting like one vote per each, but way more in Brazil and Argentina. But yes, we'll go ahead and add Colombia to the Quiroga pile. We added Panama to the Quiroga pile. Ecuador, Peru. We also have Paraguay and Uruguay. And we can project that Paz will win 3 countries: Brazil, Argentina, and Chile. This is as of right now. Well, this is the official results, so what are you talking about? But yeah, Quiroga actually won Paz's country, Spain. Go ahead. He wins most of Europe. Those right-wing Bolivians, I would imagine that the Bolivians in Spain are a part of the Vox party, the right-wing, far-right party in Spain, but you also have Sweden voting for Quiroga. Yeah, so those are our European countries. Luxembourg didn't vote. They didn't do the process. And of course, you got Japan. Japan of course, voted for Quiroga. So Quiroga has momentum around the world. It just was not. It looks like Quiroga won. He didn't. It was actually Paz, because Paz areas near Bolivia are going to have more turnout. That's just how it goes when it comes to these abroad races. And Germany was actually carried by a, let's see here, Medina, Samuel D. Medina. Who is that guy? Medina. He's probably, yes, here we go. He comes from Unidad, or Unity. Yes, this is another right-wing political party. And he also operates Burger King in Bolivia. Amazing. Impressive. Doria Medina. I think that's his full name. Yeah, Doria Medina. He wins Germany. So this is your results by candidate, because I did notice that Wikipedia didn't add the candidates. But this is your results. Quiroga, 18 countries. Paz, 3 countries. Obviously, there will be a second round, and we'll review the second round results abroad. But the reason why I did this video, while this is pretty much very old, a month-old news with the results were released, it's because, you know, we don't have these elections often, and I have made a commitment of reviewing these abroad races. I've mentioned this in the Russia race, okay? And I was pretty disappointed in 2024 after finding out that, you know, there wasn't really much results. There are results, but Wikipedia is just so uninformed about these abroad races. And I know a lot of you guys can care less and all that stuff, but I'm an elections channel. Let's be honest. I'm an elections channel. My job, and when I'm reviewing these abroad races, I have a job to teach and inform people, to do these international races. I have a job to teach and inform you all about these elections abroad. So you have my video, 21 views, that's fine. I'm not concerned. I'm not disappointed. I'm just going to put it out there. If no one wants to view it, it's fine. I'm not going to be concerned. But you specifically I just want to really look at these abroad election result races, specifically because of the stakes. I wouldn't say the stakes, but stuff like that. Mainly because I want to inform, because the United States is a country that doesn't do this. Like countries like, I think Mexico does it, but most Central America, North, South America, they do this sort of system. France does this system. And I just want to say, this is quite interesting. I want to inform people. This isn't political necessary, but other countries around the world, how they do their elections. We already cover international elections and all that stuff, but there are results abroad from the international elections that need to be covered. And part of that is, of course, the international, the voters abroad delegations that need to be talked about. So although this is late and this is really irrelevant, not really, because I wouldn't be doing this video if there wasn't a runoff. And I used this as a catcher to talk about the current stakes of the race. I want to highlight that I was correct. It looks like, or I can't jinx it because anything can happen. Jorge Quiroga looks like he's going to pull this off according to polls, and I'm not surprised. Water's wet, you know. It's a populous country. But I used this to tie that in. But my intention is to continue to look at these results. There is going to be another one of these in the second round. This is the first round results. Second round is coming up, and I hope to review these results afterward. So what do you guys think in regards to this video? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.